Grace and peace, everybody. We are back. We are back. You saw the thumbnail. You saw the title. You know what we're about to do. We're going to look at very quickly one of Candace's newest ops. I don't know what to do. So there's a theory in comic book world where the superhero creates their own supervillains. And the story is that Batman has created most of his supervillains. They're not just organic people that hate Batman or want to do crimes. A lot of the time, it's people that Batman has interfered with or intervened with some way, shape, or form. And he's actually created, by doing what he does, he's created his own opposition. And it's a fun theory. I love it. Candace Owens, I really, truly believe, has created most of her opposition. There are people who organically don't like Candace Owens. But the majority of people don't like Candace Owens or don't rock with Candace Owens or opposition to Candace Owens because of something that she's done, some way that she's moved or something that she's, again, these people don't need to be her opposition. David Rubin is one of those people. I did not have him on my bingo board this year. I did not have him on my bingo board this year. I don't think I had him on last year. But anyway, David Rubin has jumped out up on this here internet. Let me bring this in very quickly. David Rubin has jumped in, and I like this. I'm going to tell you exactly why I like this. Because this is a human who has put his name out on display. So David Rubin has said, look, I'm going to tell you the experience that I had. And I'm going to tell you what she did, what she said, and we're going to read it right here. I haven't said it publicly before, but it's finally worth mentioning. So we know that we have a human that we can look at, right? Unlike the unknown tipsters and these random people that come through, the email over at Candace's channel. But let's go. The last time I saw Candace at my house in 2022, all she talked about for an hour was how much she hated Charlie. I would like for somebody to please tell me that you're surprised by that sentence. Please tell me that you're actually surprised. We've said this. We have said this. And now Dave Rubin has tapped in. Now you have to decide. Maybe you don't believe Dave Rubin. Maybe you think he's a low down dirty scoundrel. You think he's lying. Or you don't believe Candace. Either way. But at least we have somebody to weigh against. But continue. I remember it vividly because the other two people she was ranting against that night were Ivanka and Jared, whom she had just met and had dinner with a few days before, and who couldn't have been kinder, more decent people. Now, it's funny because I actually, somehow or another, I don't know where, I remember this last sentence. I don't know why. I don't know if David Rubin said it or somewhere. I've heard this sentence before. Maybe we're in the multiverse. Maybe we're in a time. Maybe I'm a time traveler. I don't know. Yes, that is 100% true. And when she claims that this didn't happen, or it's a Zionist lie, this is the sentence. I don't know why I remember this sentence. Again, like, is it deja vu? I don't know. Is it live? Is it Memorex? Ask her if she enjoyed the chicken parm. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's lunchtime. Because I must skip this insurrection Barbie for a second. Because if this is Dave Rubin's chicken parm, hey, Dave Rubin, what's up, man? You got any black friends? Do you need a black friend? Because I'll be your black friend, Dave Rubin, if this is the chicken parm that you're talking about. Cast iron chicken parm recipe, which we made every time she came over as per her request. I don't know why, but I know this story. I've heard that before. And Dave Rubin, holla at your boy. I'm going to come and preach the gospel to you. And I'm going to tell you about who Christ is. But I am going to also eat this chicken parmesan because this does look illegal. I think we need to do quality control on this, Dave. I don't know. Candace might not be a good judge of character. That looks amazing. I ain't gonna even lie. And I'm gonna continue. And as long as we are doing this, here we are at Peter Thiel's house in LA. Strangely, she never mentioned to me he was a humanoid cyborg. David Rubin said, look, I'm coming in here for all the smoke. So what we need to do is go ahead and set a timer. How long until David Rubin is public enemy number 4 or whatever? I don't know what public enemy we're on. I think Erica Kurt is somewhere vying for public enemy number 1 or 2. She's somewhere in that range. So I don't know how long until, I'm going to say by Thursday, but we'll see. I'm not doing a show today on Candace today, at least. The plan is not. I'm planning on just doing some body cam, do a body cam bonanza or something like that. We got to clean the palette. I think we need to really scrub. We need to do a deep clean and really do some deep cleaning to make sure that we don't just have candy-itis. Let's continue. I mean, he is killing it. All right. Now let's look at this Insurrection Barbie. Let's go back and look at this Parmesan right here. Should I make that the thumbnail? Should I make this the thumbnail? I think so. Let me send this to our friend Mark and say, Mark, this needs to be the thumbnail. That chicken Parmesan looks illegal. I think we need some quality control, David. I ain't gonna lie, man. Let's go. All right. Insurrection Barbie. I mean, it would be a shame if this went viral. What is this about? All right, let's see.
Their religion, the religion of the world.
It is very tempting to engage in, let's just say, deep internet theories that quite honestly are rooted in lunacy.
Sigmund Freud was a Kabbalist. They are trying to use psychology to make their religion the religion of the world.
And we see this with the Jew hatred, where people think that they're onto something, but in reality, they're not.
The nation of Israel may have been established by some Frankists.
This particular affliction blames the Jews for everything.
Drugs, prostitution, sex pornography. We Jews love pornography.
You're going out of your way to try to create this big web of connections. It's the Jews, and it's the Jews, and it's the Jews.
Who is in control of the White House? And Nick Fuentes wrote a one-word response: Jews.
You want to talk about low IQ, blaming an entire group for all of your problems.
These 6 individuals that I am showing you were the most murderous of those individuals. The majority of them were Jews.
Anyone with a decent moral compass should reject the scapegoating of Jews.
Jewish people were the ones that were trading us. Jewish people were in control of the slave trade.
Your obsession with this group of people is so unhealthy.
Where did the idea of a concentration camp come from? Who created those gulag systems? The majority of them were Jewish men.
You think
the synagogue of Satan.
The synagogue
of Satan.
This is a synagogue of Satan, powerful group of elites.
The Israeli government does not do everything right, but they're not to blame for all of the world's ills either.
It was just convenient for Israel that JFK got shot. It was convenient for Israel, by the way, when the towers went down.
Israel did 9/11 is a rather anti-Semitic thing to say.
The Israelis that were working at the World Trade Center who were forewarned of the attack.
Anti-Semitism is literally a brain rot that stops your ability to think independently.
Jewish people.
Jewish men, they are Jewish. Jews.
And instead of pointing at a small group of people and engaging in this brain rot, become a better person. You'll be a happier and healthier, more joyful and productive person, but because of it.
Was there any lie detected? Was there any lie detected? I don't think so. So David Rubin has entered the chat. He's going to be public enemy number 4. I'm just looking to see if he added any more to this.
It is very tempting to engage.
I do think it's interesting. He did, in fact, not only did he bring the receipts,
say deep internet theories.
I'm trying to see if he brought the recipe, because this dish, he did bring the recipe. He actually has a cookbook. Why did y'all not tell me that Dave Rubin has a cookbook? Why are you keeping this stuff from me? What did I do to y'all? He has a cookbook, cast iron chicken parm. If y'all don't stop playing with me, ooh, we got me speaking Italiano. Oh, this looks amazing. Hey, Dave Rubin is telling the truth now. We know Dave Rubin is telling the truth because this recipe looks like it. Good gracious. Okay, y'all, let me stop. It's lunchtime. That's what the problem is. Your boy did not have lunch yet. I'm over here working. I have not had lunch yet. The link should be in the description of this video. You want the recipe? Oh, you want the link for this? Okay. Okay, absolutely. Let me help you out. Hold on, let me see. Dave Rubin, is it? Oh, it's through X though. Oh, here it is. Oh, okay. Look, let it be known, let it be said. We here to help the people out. We helping the people out. Here we go. I dropped the link. So he has a cookbook, and it's on his page, and this looks like this could happen in my household. It's speaking to me. This is speaking to me. I know y'all are like, look, Jason, what the heck are we doing over here? Yo, shout out to the best live chat on the internet. My pleasure, love. Thank you so much. All right. This is going to be crazy work. Okay. So this is what I want y'all to think about while that's still playing in the background. That's got your boy's stomach growling now. Okay, we got to get that out of here. That's got to go. Dave Rubin telling the truth for no other reason, but because of this recipe. It looks amazing. Let me see what the people are saying. Okay, so we got to start a timer. It is 11:30 on January 20th. How long until Candace calls out Dave Rubin? Y'all gonna have to keep track of it. Oh, I'm trying to see if there's any other evidence by Mr. Rubin. They done posted the recipe. These people are wild. I love the internet. The internet is undefeated. Okay, I want to know how long until Dave Rubin gets a thumbnail or gets called out by Candace. So we got to start keeping track of that. Somebody said a couple of hours. So you say before the show today, she does a show today. I don't plan on doing a show today. One, I told you all that this is theater week. So this week and next week, my daughter is at school until super late. So I'm not able to stream until even 6 o'clock. So that being the case, I thought I was just going to take a mental break from Candace. I might, we'll see. We'll see. It'll be, I might make a judgment call. If y'all want to watch it, maybe we'll watch it or something like that. But anyway, it would still be later anyway. It'll be like 6:30 because I have to pick her up from school at 6 o'clock. And so we'll see. But I thought she was doing an interview today, but that's beside the point. That's beside the point. How long until she's raving about, somebody said less than an hour. How long until she's dogging out Dave Rubin? Here, I'm going to put the chicken parm up there for everybody who's hungry because your boy is hungry. And I figure we could all like stare at that while I'm talking. Yeah, that'll make it an hour. All right, I might do it later. We'll see. We'll see. I got to pray. 2 hours max. Yeah, keep an eye on it. I'm sure. That's a good question. When did Dave Rubin post this? This was posted. It's posted today. Oh, it's been up there for like almost 2 hours. It's been up for almost 2 hours. Okay, so now I probably need to check. Here, let me leave this up here for the people. Let me check and see, has Candace replied at all? Because that'll help us out as well. I just think this is hilarious. And by the way, shout out to the best live chat. I don't take Candace seriously, so therefore you don't have to either. You can come over here and not treat her seriously. That's the reason we do this over here. We provide you a safe space to not take Candace seriously, like to look at her and laugh at her and say this woman is out of control. All right, let me see. All right, I don't see anything of value. No value. All right, we'll just keep looking. Y'all like that? I mean, that looks amazing. Oh, she's working on it. And I do want to tell you that, shout out to this. I did find the Wolf and Finance guy. He actually posted the cease and desist letter, and I went over it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna drop the video. I think it goes hot in an hour. I think it goes hot at 12:30. And I just go over the letter that he read. He was holding the papers in his hand. I went over the letter, and I think TPUSA was being extremely gracious to him. I'm not saying it because I'm a TPUSA stan. I'm not saying it because I'm anti Candace or whatever like that, I do think that they were really trying to give him a way out. And it really makes you wonder, like they make some claims in here. Let me see if I can pull it in real quick since we're here. Y'all is up in here. Let me see real quick. I do have it right there. I don't know if this is going to, well, that's amazing. All right, let's put this, we got to take that out. I'm going to take the Parmesan out for a second. Okay. I did have it. Okay. All right. It's not showing up wide enough though, but there's a couple of points in here where they ask him like, hey, we just want you, they're literally offering him to have a conversation so they can answer questions and we can help you with your information. That's way different than the way that dude presented it. Let me see if I can find the actual, because this is really hard to see. I'm gonna drop the link so you can have it as well. It's in my video, so just make sure you watch the video. When the video goes hot, help your boy out. Here it is right here. So you can have a copy of this as well. It's also on Wolf in Finance's Twitter page, but in case you're not on Twitter, I have a lot of subscribers who are not on Twitter. All right, I just dropped the link in here so you have this as well. You're welcome to look at it. Now where am I going with this is there's a couple of spots in here that are very, very gracious, I think, considering the conversations that they're having. When you think about like, hey, like this could be adversarial, you know, we are threatening to sue you, blah, blah, blah. But hey, if you want to have a conversation, we'll gladly have a conversation. I don't think that's a bad thing. And let me pull in the number one. And I did not plan on being here super long, so I'm not. They say in the third paragraph, it says, while TP entities welcome vigorous debate and honest questioning, there is no room for publicly repeating patently false statements that injure another person's reputation. Such statements are what the law categorizes as defamation. And they say like, hey, look, my dude, we feel like you defamed us. But they're literally saying like, we can have a conversation. They're not afraid of a conversation. So I feel for Wolf in Finance to jump out here on this here internet and claim that they just want to sue him. No, sir, you want to be sued. And I'm going to read the last sentence, not the last sentence, the last paragraph to make my point. And you're welcome to check this out. The link is down in the description of this video, as well as the video will be dropping later on. So please make sure you check it out. All right. I'm going to read these last three paragraphs. To me, this is the olive branch of olive branches, right? And this is why I'm saying like Candace creates her minions do the same thing. Her minions create their own problems. This gentleman said this: I am happy to provide you with further information confirming what I have set forth above. So the things I've said before above, those 11 points, which by the way, I do think Wolf in Finance did a pretty decent job of highlighting those. So I want to give them credit for that. But while the TP entities have actionable and meritorious defamation claims against you, the TP entities are not looking for litigation. Rather, their interest is in the truth and making sure the public record is accurate. Please confirm that you will publicly correct your false statements immediately. If the gentleman thought that his claims were correct and what he said in his videos were correct, why would he not want to meet with them to show them that he was correct? Rather than run and say, I need a lawyer. I need a good lawyer. Yeah, you're going to need a good lawyer because you got a hard head, as Big Mama would say. You got a hard head, it's going to create a soft behind. You don't need to get sued. He doesn't have to get sued. He wants to get sued to be a victim so he can get all the love and shine from the Cantifa crowd. Continuing. Additionally, please contact me before you publish anything more about any of the TP entities or their finances, as I can provide you with accurate information to answer any legitimate questions you may have. So if he doesn't have an answer or he didn't have an answer, that's his fault. That's his fault. They said, as a matter of fact, he says, please contact us before you do another video. he did another video. He didn't contact them. We already know where this is going to go. And this is his fault. I want to say that one more again, hopefully for the cheap seats. This is his fault. Otherwise, you will be acting recklessly and maliciously if you go ahead and publish further unsupported assertions about the TP entities without giving me the opportunity to provide you with the truth in advance. This dude just wants to go. He just want to go. He just want to be sued. He just wants to be sued. Now, the end of it, it tells him, I thought it was very interesting. This dude said, you better not delete nothing. You better not delete a thing. The TP entities expressly reserve all rights. In addition, please preserve all evidence, potential relevant to your false statements, and take affirmative steps to ensure that no potentially relevant documents, data, communications, or evidence, whether physical or electronic, are deleted, lost, or destroyed. This preservation obligation extends to data on personal cell phones and tablets and companies' paper documents, presentations, spreadsheets, emails from all email accounts, both personal and business, calendar and contact information, electronic chat messages, example, text messages, WhatsApp, Signal, Telegram, iMessage, WeChat, etc. Any other form of digital communications and documents in shared drives. Sincerely, Lawyer Man. This dude is in trouble, man. Okay, I got the video dropping later on, so please make sure you check it out. I went over a lot of this as well with you all now, but just go check it out. Help your brother out. Whew, this is going to be a wild week. This is a wild week. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I do want you down in the comments below, because I'm not going to be long, because that chicken parmesan got me bothered. It got me bothered. I might have to go find me an Italian place for lunch. Just in case you jumped in and you did not see it, Dave Rubin dropped a comment on X about Candace. And he said, hey, if she ever says that I'm lying, ask her about the chicken parmesan. And he shared a picture of this chicken parmesan. And I don't know what I did wrong to David Rubin. I don't know what I did wrong to David Rubin. I don't have a problem with David Rubin. But for some reason or another, he put this picture of this chicken parm on here. And it's got your boy all bothered because it looks amazing. If this is the chicken parm that he's doing, I think I need to come over there and have a conversation. I can come preach the gospel to you, Dave Rubin. I can tell you who Christ is and why you should repent while I eat this chicken parmesan. I think I will do that. I will take one for the team. All right. Oh, I see this comment right here. Okay. I do think, okay, I said the other day, I think other people have gotten the cease and desist. I don't know how to prove that. So I might, it is very possible that Wolf and Finance is the first one to get the cease and desist. And I think I know why. If he is the first one to get it, I know why he is the first one to get it. Or I believe why he's the first one to go get it, because he's the first one to jump in front of his camera and do exactly what he did. No, he's not going to talk to a lawyer. He's not, he thinks he's smarter than everybody in the room. And he did exactly what I think the TPUSA lawyers wanted him to do, which is to get out there, put all of this out there in front of everybody. Now there's like 25,000 think pieces about his cease and desist. And guess what people are doing now? They're starting to say, hold on, maybe I don't want them to sue me. Maybe I don't want them to come knocking on my door, serving me some papers. Maybe I need to move a little bit differently. So it is very possible that maybe Wolf and Finance is the first one to have gotten a cease and desist. But I think it's because they know that he was going to be the fool to jump out here and do exactly what he's done. 100% what he's done. He did not disappoint them. That's what I think. But I could be 1,000% wrong. So, hey, feel free to let me know I'm wrong. Just like I'm wrong for putting this picture up here, because I'm gonna go get me some chicken parmesan. Y'all like this? Is this an appetizer? This is your appetizer to come check out the show. There we go. Make sure you hit that like button. There you go. Hit the like button. Hit 100,000, and I will ask Dave. I will make the Dave Rubin chicken Parmesan for my 100,000 subscriber celebration. And I will eat it on camera. Look, just tell me where you live. If you live here in Georgia, particularly in Marietta, Georgia, and you're making this, I will come by and do a quality control. I'll, give you some feedback, give you some thoughts on, that kind of stuff like that. Give you, 5 stars, 5 bow tie. Ooh, Ohio. Yeah, about that. About that. Y'all got snow up there. I'm allergic to snow. Okay. I'm allergic to snow. Well, Rome is down the street around the corner. We on our way. Just make it happen. Shout out to everybody. The best live channel on the internet. Y'all like, what in the world? Y'all, what is going on here? So anyway, Dave Rubin called out Candace. He said she spoke. The last time he spoke to her, she was talking about how much she hated Charlie Kirk. And I believe him. I ain't gonna even lie. It sounds like what we've heard. So if you did not see it earlier, this is what it is. Dave Rubin said this. He said this about 2 hours ago, give or take. Let me see. About 2 hours ago. He said, I haven't said it publicly before, but it's finally worth mentioning. The last time I saw Candace at my house in 2022, all she talked about for an hour was how much she hated Charlie. That makes sense. I mean, I do not have to do any mental gymnastics to make that make sense to me. Okay, continue. Somebody said they're allergic to snow. See, being allergic to snow is real. I'm telling you, it's a real thing. I remember it vividly because the other 2 people she was ranting against that night were Ivanka and Jared, whom we had just met and had dinner with a few days before, and who couldn't have been kinder, more decent people. Yes, that is 100% true. So we have somebody who put their name on it. So we can look at Dave Rubin. We can do some comparisons. I'm sure people are going to be scouring his social media and they're going to find him and Candace at the same place, whatever. But this is the part, I don't know why, but I just remember this story about the chicken Parmesan. I don't know, did she ever mention it before or something? Because some reason or another, I remember this story. I remember hearing this. And when she claims this didn't happen or it's a Zionist lie, just ask her if she enjoyed the chicken parm. Dave Rubin came. I'm sorry. I want to hear this. So the $12 question is, how long until Candace calls Dave Rubin out as public enemy number, I don't know, number 1, he can't be number 1 because Eric has got to be public enemy number 1, number 15, whatever like that. If you're interested, I'm here to give the people what they're asking for. I did drop the link. Hold on 1 second. I am Dave Rubin's cookbook right here. I'm gonna drop the link to it. Dave Rubin has a cookbook. Like, who knew that? Who knew that Dave Rubin had a cookbook? I'm absolutely going. Okay, that looks illegal. I'm just gonna put it back up there. Last time, I ain't gonna put it up there no more. All right, I dropped the link in there. If you want to, go check him out. Support the brother. All right, so that is it, y'all. What do you think? How long until Candace goes to war with Dave Rubin because he done called her out? Because that does make sense. I think a lot of us have mentioned and said, hey, Candace doesn't move like she really cared about Charlie Kirk. We didn't see her talk about Charlie Kirk. Why were they not on show together? So on and so forth, so on and so forth. Now to have somebody who's put their name on it and said, yo, back in 2022, she talked about how she hated the dude. That makes sense. Tell me what you think. Give me your comments down below. All that kind of good jazz. This is going to be a quick video. I'm going to get out of here because you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to find me some lunch because I got chicken Parmesan on my mind. Everybody, I'll see you all real soon. Thank you so much for the support. And until next time, grace and peace. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the Jay Whitt Podcast. If you enjoyed today's show, please do me a favor and hit me up with that 3-piece special. Like the video, subscribe, and of course, share it with somebody who would also enjoy this type of content. And make sure you leave a comment because I do pin the best comments to the top. So thank you so much for tuning in today. And until next time, everybody, grace and peace.